Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's video we are diving into the fascinating world of Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coins and revealing 3 rare no-mint mark coins that could be worth big money even in fine condition. These Australian 50-cent coins might look ordinary, but some of them are incredibly rare due to changes in design, metal composition and limited mintages over the years. Many collectors are surprised to learn that their everyday coins could actually be valuable collector's items. We will take you through 3 specific 50-cent coins that every coin enthusiast should know about, explaining the year, rarity, design details and collector value of each one. Even coins with visible wear can sell for significant amounts depending on demand and condition. So grab your coin collection, check your drawers and stay tuned, because you might just be holding one of the rare Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coins worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's get started. First up, the 1971 50-cent coin represents the second major redesign phase of Australia decimal currency system, which officially began in 1966. Before decimalisation, Australia used pounds, shillings and pence. The introduction of the 50-cent coin replaced the old 10-shilling note and was originally made of 80% silver in 1966. However, because the silver content became more valuable than the coin face value, production of the silver version was discontinued. After just 1 year, in 1969, the 12-sided copper-nickel 50-cent coin we used today was introduced. The 1971 issue, therefore, is among the early non-silver circulation strikes, making it an important part of Australia's post-silver coinage era. The design of the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin is both majestic and meaningful. On the obverse you will find the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by British sculptor Arnold Machin. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a classic symbol of royal grace and authority. Around her portrait is the inscription, Elizabeth II, Australia 1971. The reverse features the Australian coat of arms designed by Stuart Devlin, depicting the kangaroo and emu standing proudly on either side of a shield containing 6 sections each, representing the 6 Australian states. Above the shield sits the 7-pointed Commonwealth star and below it a scroll with the word Australia. This design perfectly blends national pride with regal heritage. The 1971 Australian 50-cent coin without a mint mark was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the nation's main coin production facility. It has a dodecagon 12-sided shape, measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter and weighs 15.55 grams. Its metal composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silver-like color, but no precious metal content. There were 21,696,000 coins minted in 1971, which makes it moderately common in circulation. However, fine condition coins that have survived decades without major wear are becoming increasingly collectible, especially as older circulation examples fade from use. In fine condition, a 1971 Australian 50-cent coin will show moderate wear. The Queen facial features and tiara details may appear smooth, and the kangaroo and emu on the reverse might have noticeable flattening. The lettering, however, should still be clear and fully readable. Coins in very fine to extremely fine condition display better detail and less wear, while uncirculated examples with original luster are highly sought after by collectors. The Australian coin grading system, or international standards such as PCGS grading, can help you determine if your coin falls into the fine, very fine or mint state category, a key factor that affects its market value. Now let's talk about the real value. In fine condition, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin typically trades for about 75 cents to $1.50 AUD, slightly above face value. In very fine condition, It can reach $2 to $3 while extremely fine coins often sell for $4 to $6, depending on eye appeal and preservation. If you're lucky enough to have an uncirculated coin or one graded as MS 60 to MS 65, its value can rise significantly, anywhere between $10 and $20 Australian and even higher for certified specimens. Although this coin does not contain silver, its numismatic value comes from its historical importance, design quality, and early place in the modern Australian currency series. While the 1971 issue itself is not considered rare, certain era coins from this year can be highly collectible. Look out for off-center strikes, planchette cracks, die clashes, or double-struck lettering. These minting mistakes make coins unique and often fetch premiums of $50 to $200 or more depending on severity and clarity. Some collectors also look for die rotation errors or weak strikes that differ slightly from the standard design. Even small errors can make your coin a conversation piece and potentially valuable to the right buyer. Collectors love the early decimal era Australian coins because they mark a transformative period in the nation's monetary history. The 1971 50-cent coin represents the third year of regular circulation for the new dodecagona design following the 1969 and 1970 issues. Many coin sets and displays aim to include one coin from each year of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, evolution, and the machine effigy used in 1971 remains one of the most elegant, as older coins wear out and vanish from everyday use. Finding a clean, fine condition 1971 coin becomes more meaningful to both local and international collectors. While this coin may not be a quick profit rarity, it carries steady numismatic appreciation potential. Coins like the 1971 50-cent piece serve as accessible entry points for new collectors and continue to gain interest as Queen Elizabeth II's long reign becomes an increasingly significant part of modern history. After her passing in 2022, coins bearing her early portraits have gained emotional and historical value. Holding onto well-preserved examples today could prove rewarding in the coming years, particularly those graded and encapsulated in protective holders. The coin's durability, beauty, and symbolic importance ensure it will always remain part of Australia's proud numismatic story. And that wraps up our full guide to the 1971 Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coin without mint mark from Australia, a coin rich in design, history, and character. Whether you have one in fine condition or you are hunting for an uncirculated gem, it's a timeless reminder of Australia's journey into decimal currency. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss future videos on rare and valuable Australian coins. Share your coin's condition or story in the comments. You never know, your coin might have more value than you think. Next up, the 1974 Australian 50-cent coin is part of Australia's decimal currency system, which was introduced in 1966 to replace the old pound shillings and pence system. By the time 1974 arrived, the new dodecagona 12-sided design for the 50-cent coin had become a well-loved part of Australian currency. This coin represents a period of modernization, national pride, and a focus on creating durable coins that could withstand years of circulation. The 1974 issue continues the tradition of featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the Australian coat of arms on the reverse, a powerful blend of monarchy and national identity. The obverse of the coin features the youthful and elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machine. This portrait was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984 and is one of the most iconic royal effigies in the Commonwealth. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, symbolizing grace and continuity. Around her image are the inscriptions Elizabeth II Australia 1974. The reverse design created by Stuart Devlin proudly displays the Australian coat of arms, supported by the nation's two most recognizable animals, the kangaroo and the emu. The shield at the centre represents the 6 states of Australia, while the 7-pointed Commonwealth star above signifies unity and the Federation of States under one nation. The 1974 50-cent coin without a mint mark was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. It has a 12-sided shape, a diameter of 31.65 millimeters and weighs 15.55 grams. The coin's composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silvery appearance but containing no actual silver content. A total of approximately 32,598,000 coins were minted in 1974, making it a common circulation issue at the time. However, as the decades pass, finding coins in fine to uncirculated condition has become increasingly challenging due to natural wear and tear. The value of your 1974 Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coin largely depends on its condition or grade. A coin in fine condition will show moderate, where the Queen's hair and tiara details may be smooth, and the kangaroo and emu on the reverse may lack some detail. However, the lettering and date remain clear in very fine or extremely fine condition. Finer details are sharper and more of the original luster may be visible uncirculated or mint state. Coins MS60 and above retain their original shine and show no signs of wear, making them highly desirable to collectors. Grading services such as PCGS or NGC can professionally assess your coin's grade, providing official certification that may boost its value. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the value. In fine condition, the 1974 Australian 50-cent coin generally sells for 75 cents to $1.25 AUD, slightly above face value. In very fine condition, the coin can fetch $2 to $3, while extremely fine examples might bring $4 to $6 Australian dollars. Coins that are uncirculated or graded between MS60 and MS65 can command anywhere between $10 and 25 Australian dollars, depending on eye appeal and preservation quality. While this coin is not made of silver and is not considered rare, its value lies in its age, design, and collectability, especially as older decimal coins are disappearing from circulation. Even though the 1974 issue is common, mint errors and striking varieties can make certain examples quite valuable. Some coins may exhibit off-center strikes, die cracks, cut breaks, or double die obverse where parts of the design or lettering appear doubled. Others might show planchette flaws or rotation errors. These mistakes are fascinating to collectors and can dramatically increase a coin's value, depending on the type of error and the coin's condition. Such pieces can sell for $50 to $200 Australian dollars or more. So if you suspect your coin looks unusual, it might be worth getting it professionally examined. Coins from the 1970s are now highly collectible because they represent the early years of Australia's decimal currency and feature the original machine portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The 1974 50-cent coin sits right in the middle of this early era and is sought after by collectors looking to complete full year sets or commemorate specific milestones from the Queen's reign. It also serves as a nostalgic piece for those who remember Australia's early decimal years as circulation, where continues to reduce the number of high-quality examples. Interest in clean, fine to uncirculated coins continues to rise steadily in the numismatic community. From an investment perspective, the 1974 50-cent coin offers slow but steady potential. Its long-term value lies in its historical connection to Queen Elizabeth II's reign, its design, longevity, and its collectible appeal as an early decimal era coin. As more people take an interest in numismatics, and as older coins are retired, or melted down surviving specimens in excellent condition are expected to appreciate. Gradually, collectors who focus on building complete, year-by-year sets of Australian coins, especially from 1966 through the 1980s, know that having a strong example of the 1974 issue is essential for completeness and heritage. And that wraps up today's full breakdown of the 1974 Queen Elizabeth $2.50 coin without a mint mark from Australia, a piece that tells a story of heritage, design, excellence, and the evolution of Australian currency even in fine condition. It's a coin worth keeping both for its history and for its growing collector appeal. So before you spend that old 50-cent piece, take a closer look. You might be holding a small part of Australia's numismatic history. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and tap the bell icon for more videos about rare and valuable coins from Australia and around the world. Share in the comments what condition your coin is in, and who knows, your coin might just be worth more than you think. Next up, the 1976 50-cent coin belongs to the post-decimal currency era that began in 1966, when Australia transitioned from the pound, shillings, and pence system to a modern decimal-based one. The original 1966 50-cent coin was made of 80% silver, but because the value of silver quickly exceeded its face value, production was halted. After 1 year, by 1969, the Royal Australian Mint introduced the new copper-nickel 12-sided 50-cent coin we still see today. The 1976 issue, therefore, represents the ongoing success of this durable and recognizable design, a coin that became an everyday symbol of Australia's modern monetary identity. The design of the 1976 Australian 50-cent coin is both beautiful and symbolic. The obverse features the elegant effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold machine, which was used on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984. The Queen is depicted wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. One of her most iconic jewellery pieces surrounding her portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II, Australia 1976 on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. The coin proudly displays the Australian coat of arms, supported by a kangaroo on the left and an emu on the right. The shield in the centre features the emblems of Australia's 6 states, while the 7-pointed Commonwealth star above the shield symbolises national unity. The coin's 12-sided shape makes it instantly recognisable and easy to distinguish from other denominations. The 1976 50-cent coin without a mint mark was produced by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, Australia's capital. It weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a strong and corrosion-resistant alloy that gives it its silver-like appearance. There were approximately 25,200,000 coins minted in 1976, making it a fairly common circulation issue at the time. However, because of circulation wear and loss over the decades, finding well-preserved examples in fine to uncirculated condition has become increasingly rare, which adds to its collectible appeal. The condition of a coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. A fine condition 1976 50-cent coin will show moderate where the Queen's hair may appear smooth, her tiara less detailed, and the kangaroo and emu on the reverse may have light flattening. However, the overall design and lettering remain clear and readable in very fine or extremely fine condition. Finer lines and sharper details become more visible. Uncirculated coins graded MS 60 and above show no signs of wear and may retain their original mint luster. Collectors often use grading services such as PCGS or NGC for authentication and accurate market valuation. Even though the 1976 issue was mass produced, certain error coins have been discovered that make this Particular year quite interesting collectors. Seek out coins with off-center. Strikes double die. Lettering die cracks planchette flaws or rotation errors these. Minting mistakes make each coin unique and can dramatically increase its value, sometimes fetching $50 to $250 AUD or even higher depending on the rarity of the error. If your coin looks slightly misaligned, has extra metal marks or unusual raised lines, you may be holding a rare variant worth examining under magnification or submitting for professional review. The 1970s 50-cent series has gained strong collector interest because it reflects the early decades of Australia's decimal coinage system. The 1976 coin with the machine portrait marks an important chapter in the Queen's long reign and in Australia's coinage heritage. Many collectors seek to complete a full year-by-year sets from 1969 to the mid-1980s, and having a clean example of the 1976 issue is essential for that goal. As time passes and older coins are melted down, lost or damaged coins in fine to uncirculated condition are becoming more desirable, particularly those free from scratches or corrosion. From an investment standpoint, the 1976 Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coin offers moderate but steady appreciation potential. It's not a rare or high silver coin, but it's a significant historical piece that captures the essence of Australia's modern coinage design. As the memory of Queen Elizabeth II's long reign becomes more distant, earlier coins featuring her youthful effigy are gaining emotional and collectible value for those who build Australian decimal coin portfolios. The 1976 issue is an affordable yet historically rich edition. Over time, coins graded and encapsulated professionally may appreciate as collector demand continues to grow. And there you have the full story of the 1976 Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coin without mint mark from Australia. It's a coin that beautifully represents national pride, artistic design, and the era of strong royal imagery in Australian currency. Even in fine condition, it's worth keeping and studying, as it holds both sentimental and numismatic value. If you enjoyed learning about this coin's history, value, and collectible details, do not forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications for future videos about rare and valuable coins from Australia and beyond. Tell us in the comments what condition your 1976 coin is in and who knows, it might just be worth more than you expect.